And we are in the dark.
I know. It feels like that, doesn't it?
All our lights burnt out, so we don't have the back lights
Exactly.
today.
That is okay because we have your light.
And that's all we need.
Through.
That's
Exactly.
all we need.
All right. Well, happy Friday evening.
Let's light our little candlelight
Although
chat.
it may be a different time that you're watching us tonight, whatever time you're watching us.
Really.
But this
It
is
is
very
tonight
fun.
for us.
Yes.
I don't know where to put
Candlelight
this
chat. This was a very, very, put it over there. Adventurous day.
Don't catch anything on fire. Over there.
Okay. We had an amazing advice from the other side.
Great.
Which is a service that Vera offers, and it's a trance question that she answers, and Angus came through to give an answer. So that's an awesome, exciting service that you have, as well as, of course, the past life readings and all these things that we're always talking about with, you know, the art and past life, and what else do we have? Letter questions that you answer. You can find that at soulsenlightenment.com. Gosh, it's very like spotlightish, isn't it? I feel like
I kind of like it.
Yeah, in the spotlight. Okay.
I have like no makeup on. That's okay.
Hi, Kathy. Hi, Lori.
Hi, guys.
Sammy. Aaron. What a fun Friday night. We can all hang out together.
Renee. Yes, we got to hear from Angus today. So I'm a little kind of like...
Yeah. Well, that's because you traveled to the other side and back.
Yes.
So welcome home.
Thanks.
Well, actually, welcome home is on the other side, right?
Correct.
But you know what
Our true home. Our true home.
Okay.
So what do we have to talk about?
Well, we have a lot of announcements.
We do?
But I'll be fast.
Okay.
You know, I can be very quick. We've got lots of cool classes coming up. Everything spiritual that you could possibly want.
Hit the like button, please.
On our website, under events, we have our Mindfulness with Crystals class that's coming up next month on March 12th. We have a past life class that's coming up, and that is May 14th. Intuitive ability, that's all the way in September, Ashley. So September 11th is intuitive abilities. We have a lot of people asking about how can I bring up, you know, increase my intuitive ability, and that's a perfect class for you. We also have our nonprofit website, which is SESouls.org. And there we have a few classes to announce as well, which is Connect with Your Angels and Spirit Guides. That class is April 16th. And last class, Colors and Chakras, on June 12th. So
is that
that's
my
a lot. And then if you would like to join us live on Zoom, not this weekend, but next Sunday, we're having a spiritual gathering. And you can sign up for that. It's free, and it's just, it's almost like church, but it's you know, it's a spiritual gathering.
Every time you say that, I want to go, take me to church. How does that song go? I love that song.
And it's a great time to, you know, connect with each other, because it's face-to-face on Zoom, and then we have meditation and prayers and a nice topic to talk about. So
my baby girl.
Hi, Emily.
I am.
Yay.
Yay.
So yeah, you can sign up if you'd like and join us.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing.
Yes.
Birthmarks.
So, Vera, do you want to show them the folder?
Yes.
Not the folder. It's literally a binder. There's so many. That's the cover.
This is the binder of birthmarks.
There are
these
so many.
Are all the birthmarks I still have to do.
Of your fabulous questions that you have for Vera to answer in the show. And so, of course, there's just too many.
Yes.
So it's basically a lottery, you know, it's like a luck of the draw.
Yes.
So if you need an answer, or if you'd like an answer quicker, and also guaranteed to get an answer, then you can go to the website and you can sign up for a letter question or have a past life reading or whatever. Ask
letter
about
question
your
would be
birthmark.
perfect for birthmarks because it's more affordable. It's like $30 or something.
Right.
So yeah. So if you do want to wait on YouTube for your birthmark answer, you're going to have to be a subscriber. We have to make a little bit more, I don't want to say policies because that's not what I want to do, but there has to be, I guess, a little more into what we're able to do because I'm only one person.
Right.
So you have to be a subscriber before I'll answer your question. And then otherwise, unless you want to go to our website, as Chrissy said, and purchase, the answer. And what was the other one? Oh, please, from now on, you don't have to come back and do it over again unless you want to. But the more information you give me, the more your birthmark stands out and the more I connect with it. If you just put on there, I have a strawberry birthmark, and that's great. I'll get to it, but if it's going to take me like 10 minutes longer to get it, if you, how do I say this? So give me more information is what I'm saying. Make it to where I want to look at it and something pops, like it catches my attention.
Yes.
Because if it's just like I have a heart birthmark.
Yes.
Okay.
Whereas if we get more information, like, there is a birthmark across my throat and it looks like a line or a finger thumb right there or whatever, then it's like a little bit more information. It's like, okay, you connect
that, and then you can connect right away, where the other way, it takes me much longer. So that's why I kind of go with like, okay, this one calls me, that kind of thing. So make it a little more, not necessarily interesting, but give me more information.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
That's our assignment.
Yes.
More information is always
yes.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
thank you guys.
You're very welcome. All right. Okay, so Vera, was there anything else that you wanted to
I know, right?
To announce?
We had to change our little routine around today. We keep thinking today's Saturday.
I know.
So it is Erica. Erica. So you guys are doing better. She's in she's not in Dallas. She's in Texas.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I hope you are staying warm.
Oh gosh.
And have water.
We have all of you guys on our prayer list. I know people make fun of that, but I mean, there's not much more we can do other than call our Congress people, which I have. But
yes.
Yeah.
Gosh. Yeah.
Who's hugging pumpkins?
I don't know.
Oh, that's too funny.
Oh. We'll keep
don't
you in
give
our
up.
prayer list too.
Yeah.
On our prayer
Oh,
list,
don't give
say.
up. In a few months, they're going to be. It's just let the government have time to catch up with, what they need to do now, especially with COVID. Get that situated, and then the job situation and everything else will fall into place. Yeah, but it's going to take time. It's going to take time. So just hang in there.
Yeah.
I know it's frustrating, but start throwing that net out wider, maybe.
That's good advice.
Yeah. Hi, Mario. Yeah.
Still some snow on the ground, huh?
Yes. Oh, and I know watching those photos, I mean, not just photos, but videos of what's going on all over the, with the weather.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my, it's just, I just can't believe it. And then good old Ted Cruz.
I couldn't believe it. Heading off to Mexico on a, Caribbean, whatever. Vacation.
I don't get these people that
tropical vacation.
Put Mexicans down, border wall, putting them in cages, or not just Mexicans, I'm talking Latin. And then yet you want to go to Latin countries.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Okay, so, Vera, was there any other announcements
No,
that you
I
wanted
don't
to say?
believe so.
All right. So, do we want to talk about this amazing example
today?
of cell memory?
Yes.
This is a good one, too.
Yes.
Because a lot of times with the cell memory, it can be a physical issue that we carry from a past life, but it could also be, I don't want to say psychological issues, but it could be things that really affect us in this lifetime that can manifest more on a mental or emotional level.
Right.
Oh, our little
Doohickey went wonky.
thing went out.
Can you guys hear us?
I'll be right
Can
back.
you see us?
Technical difficulty. Let's see here.
It's
There.
on.
Is it on now? Okay.
These things I love them very much, but they tend to not work. Yes. Yes, Cancun.
Okay. Yeah.
She's back.
Cancun vacation. That's it. I knew it was something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So, so this is an interesting one. So, do you want to read some?
Well, gosh, there's so much to it. There's so many components to it. But basically, this person is kind of stuck because there's current life issues, there's past life issues that are causing insomnia and anxiety, and then also they're saying another component like ADD is affecting their lives because of and one of them is, and this is interesting too, because they found they spiritually evolved is what they were saying, and their ego, I guess she called it something like ego death or something, but it was a vibrational shift, and she totally understood what are, the spirituality of being, pretty much, right?
Right.
So sometimes I think people misunderstand, thinking that once you reach that next vibrational level, that, wow, I understand why I'm here. I have this knowledge now. Knowledge is power, I've always said. But then, oh no, my issues aren't gone.
Right.
My challenges in life are still here. What the heck?
Yeah.
And sometimes it even feels worse.
Yeah.
So it's because you spiritually evolve doesn't mean that you're not going to have any more issues. You're not going to have any more challenges. That's why we're on Earth, is to grow through these challenges and see how our soul reacts to them, and how strong we are, and how loved we are, and all that stuff.
Right.
Or how we fall down but we get back up.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I couldn't help it when he was talking about that today in the
Angus?
session. Yeah, when he was talking about that, I couldn't help but think about something that he had told me years back, that the negativity is always there. Mm-hmm. You just have to learn how to control it.
Right.
And it was like, I kept thinking about that, because it reminds me of that. Because it's like, okay, you think that once we discover this amazing spiritual aspect about ourselves,
mm-hmm.
and it's like, oh great, yes, it's not gonna happen anymore where this negativity is gonna bother me like that.
Yeah.
But then really it's just a testament to our strength having to rise up. Plus, we're always, like you just said, really we're always on this planet.
Right.
We're always going to have that. We just have to deal with that. It's not going to necessarily just be gone.
No. And with knowledge comes responsibility. Mm-hmm. And sometimes that is even more challenging when we have this certain problem that we have to deal with. But at least you understand why you're going through it. It doesn't lessen the lesson, right? But you understand, oh, it's for my spiritual growth, and this too shall pass. I just have to keep putting one foot in front of the other, like I always say. So look at when we first not discovered, but we did the mystical traveler.
Right. That was
I've come home. Yeah. I'm done. I'm gonna be set.
Yeah.
And then it goes bam, it's like, okay, here's another spiritual lesson that you need to learn. Yeah.
Right.
So it's not always pleasant, it's not always easy. Some of us have to learn the hard way, like I've said before. But we still have challenges. That's why we're here.
Another thing I kept thinking about too is like, it's another example is, let's say your theme would be relationships, and let's say you had
let's not use relationships,
charted difficult ones, so that once we learn our theme, we're not going to have the difficult people in our life. We'll come to find out they still can be there. They might still show up, right? It's not like all of a sudden they're going to be not showing up in our chart anymore. It's just that they don't affect us as much. Right. So it's the same kind of thing. It's like it's still there. The challenges are still there. You know, the other thing I was thinking about was Soul, the movie, when he was, he thought his life was going to change once he gained his amazing gig doing the. But then he was still, but he was still on the subway, going home. He was still the same.
Still having to go to school and teach the kids. Yeah.
So it's always going to be like, you know, that in life.
For his chart, you know, and another person's chart, they may have so-called made it.
Right.
But they may not have the impact in people's lives like Gardner. What's his first name?
Joe.
Joe Gardner.
Yeah.
So he had this huge impact on the children.
Right, as a teacher in the movie.
So that's his purpose. That's his spark. Well, his spark was the music, but his purpose was the children. So that was
exactly.
Yeah, that was awesome. And another interesting thing about this session, it was the person, of course, in my eyes, because I'm old, is young.
Oh, yeah.
They're in their early 30s, right? And they feel like they've wasted their whole life. It's 30s. You have your whole life ahead of you.
I know.
And there's no wasting anything. Because they might feel like they wasted their life because they didn't get their 20s the way they thought they should. Because they weren't woke then. You know?
I wonder, do you think some of that too might be cell memory from the life where they weren't, they were so sheltered?
Well, that's what I was going to
know. Sorry. Okay.
Because there was a past life that really has affected this person in their current lifetime. And it's where I had given this person before a significant past life that was affecting this one in terms of the insomnia and where it came from. And that came from having a past life where she was having to take care of her siblings that were younger and her being a child herself because they lived in London. The father died. The mother and the oldest sister had to go to work. I think I said this on the air at one time. And had to go to work because they needed to make a living. And they were gone all the time because they couldn't make what the father made. They were women. Right? So this little girl had to take care of the babies. And she was lacking sleep. She hardly could sleep because she was having to take care of these children. And then from exhaustion, she falls asleep. And then one of the babies dies.
Oh.
So then, okay, what's in your mindset? It was so traumatic. The mother blamed her for everything. The family was broken up because the mother went insane. Because she lost the husband, she lost the baby. She couldn't take care of her kids, so she lost it. Oh, so they were taken away, right? Well, the oldest daughter was old enough to still work and do her own thing, but the other two had to go to a work farm
house or something. Oh no, that's
awful. Yeah, so from then, I mean, that seeped into this current lifetime where it's like, no, I can't sleep because something's gonna happen and it's gonna be my fault. So that's deep.
Yes.
You know, but then there's this other past life that Angus found that she had before the London life that really is affecting this lifetime.
Yeah.
In terms of her being in a hurry because she feels like she's wasting her life. Mm-hmm. Because in this past life, her father loved her so much, and he was like a king or something, I can't remember, but loved her so much or something.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, he loved her so much that she didn't even have to walk anywhere.
Yeah.
She didn't have to think or
feed herself, I'm sure.
Just like everything was done for her. She didn't have to exert herself in any way.
Yeah.
But it was it was over the top to where it's affected her in this life too.
Right.
I would imagine that would be.
So you see the hurry that she feels like she's in this lifetime?
Yeah, because she wasn't really able to...
I don't want to waste my life.
She wasn't allowed to experience, really, in that lifetime. And so, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Because it's like in this lifetime, it's like what you just said.
Yeah.
I want to experience it. And here it is. I'm already, 30.
But she doesn't want to make any mistakes, and there are no mistakes.
Right.
There's just lessons to help us keep moving forward. There aren't... I mean, it may feel like a mistake, but it's something that you work through and you learn and you don't do it again. Some people.
And especially too, if we have the kind of cell memory like that, where we might be afraid to really assert ourselves or say what we think off the top of our head and that kind of thing. So it'd be a great thing to focus on or to meditate on, is just relaxing and just being you.
Yeah. And it wasn't like she was being tortured, or she was loved to death.
That's like,
you know,
that's
she
so
was
interesting.
loved to death. So in this lifetime, she tends to want to dream a lot, you know, daydream a lot, kind of not focus on anything, because she didn't have to.
Right.
You know, and it's comfortable.
Right.
And sometimes even when it's uncomfortable, it's what you know.
Right.
So, you know, there's this hurry, like, I got to get things done. I got to do things right. I don't want to make any more mistakes. You're in life, and we're going to make mistakes.
Right.
But the best part about it is learning.
You know, and it's like, even if it's a mistake, you lived. You got the chance.
You're back.
Yeah, you got a chance to go down that path of, instead of getting at the end and going, what if? You know, what if I would have pursued that? Or what if I would have said that? Or done whatever.
Yay! Sierra got the job. Good
that's
job.
Great.
Good
See?
job.
Positive vibes and prayers. Excellent.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Yay.
See, Sanal? You'll get something. You watch.
Yeah, we're going to send you positive vibes
thoughts.
and prayers to you as well.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yes.
Yeah. It's so interesting how some memory can, but that's the amazing thing. She's in life now to be able to do the things that she wasn't able to do in the other lifetimes.
And there's another aspect to this too, because when we become spiritually aware, we want to really do things on our own. We don't necessarily want to take a pill just to fix, you know, something because it's really quick. We want to say, like, maybe if I just meditate for 15 minutes, my headache will go away and I don't need to take a pill. But there are times when we do need to take medication. And it's a personal choice, but there is just times when the physicality of where you're at, what you charted in this lifetime to experience medically or, you know, whatever, you have to take medicine.
Right. And sometimes
it could be like holistic. It could be Western medicine, whatever works for you. But don't suffer because you feel like you should be doing it on your own. Sometimes you need a little help to get you, you know, a little kickstart to get you going. And then helping her sleep will be huge.
Yeah, because...
And then she'll think better. She won't maybe have the anxieties. She still has to work through that because that's a separate thing. But, you know, it'll all work out as long as she can sleep and work through her issues in dream time.
I was just going to say, and you just said it. That's exactly what he was saying. Was working through issues in dream time. We need that. We need to have that. I mean, otherwise, oh my gosh, can you imagine?
And then see later if you can, you know, with your doctor's advice or whatever, wean yourself off and see if you can do it on your own. But why suffer if you can, you know, help yourself that way? And I don't mean to, you know, push pharmacy and all that stuff, because I know there's side effects, all that stuff. But, you know, when you have to take a pill, purple light it, you know, make sure there's, you know, I'm taking the best part of this medicine that works perfectly for me.
And that is exactly when we say grace at the beginning of a meal.
Exactly.
That's the concept that's behind that, is that we're blessing our food. We're putting a certain positive energy into our food. So the same thing goes with your medication. Definitely. And sometimes, truly, the effects are going to outweigh the side effects.
Right.
We need to sleep.
And a lot of it's right here, you know, too, because you say, oh God, this is what it's going to do. Then guess what your subconscious is saying? Okay, here we go.
We manifest it.
Yeah. You know, and sometimes not. Sometimes you are allergic. We're talking generalities. Everything, there's always a reason for anything, right?
Exactly.
But give yourself a chance on this planet.
Yeah,
you know?
And that's going to help yourself. Absolutely. Because then you're still going to go down that road, but it'll be a less bumpy road. we won't have as much fears, and then our anxieties don't come
Right.
up as much. And
Right.
then we work through our issues, and then we can connect more and do the things that we want to do.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of
What?
There's a lot of good advice. Kathy was just saying, what was your advice for her to release that cell memory to help her current issues?
Oh, wow. There was so much, like, where do we start?
Yeah.
Because there was so much to that session. There was like, what, 3 or 4 different.
There was a lot to it.
Yeah.
There was
So
like 3 or 4 different.
But
parts
to
of
release the
question.
negativity, you've been there, you've done that. You don't have to have the same issues in your current lifetime. It's brought to your attention because of not the, what do you call it? Not the terror of it, but what do you call it when it's so horrific that
the trauma?
The trauma of it. Yeah. Yes, thank you. The trauma of it, and it seeps back in a little bit. But then you release it, let it go. Tell yourself, been there, done that. I'm in a new life, a different lifetime. I have that knowledge. And give it to Asna if you can't let it go yourself. Mother God, give it to Father God.
You can give it to your angel to hold.
Mm-hmm. There's so many different aspects to it.
Mm-hmm.
You can put it like we use when we do our meditation. You go to your bridge and your special bag. Put it in that bag and throw it over into your special brook. There's all different kinds of ways to use your crystals. Affirmations.
And the more that you do, like it's a meditative type of thing, like what Vera's telling you, then the more that we have to be empowered. Mm-hmm. We bring an aspect to helping to heal a situation within ourselves, right? So just because we learn something doesn't mean that all of a sudden, the issue's gone.
No.
So we have to assert effort to be able to create that. And so the more that to do that, like say a meditative thought when you're going to sleep, even whether it's the brook or giving it to Asna or whatever type of visual, then over time that'll help too.
Because as much of a trauma it is, it's kind of sticks longer if it's very traumatic. But you still can let it go. And it's just having the wherewithal and the knowledge to be able to do it.
Yeah, because a lot of times our mind, because we're so accustomed to going to this negative thought that we just need to reprogram, like we're always talking about, and to go to the positive thought. So we want to start to reprogram that and go into, releasing, not, I'm going to be, the insomnia is going to affect me, the anxiety is going to affect me.
We're making a mistake.
Yeah.
If I make a mistake, somebody's going to die. There's no,
we're going to start
that past life.
Yeah, we're going to start to reprogram that and go to a positive thought.
Right.
I know it's easier said than done
I
sometimes.
know, but all you can do is the best you can. And as long as you do that, there's nobody that can tell you anything. It's really you that's judging yourself, if you even want to call it judging.
It's the truth.
Yeah. Okay, we're all going.
I know.
That's all
right.
Really kind of all I have for that.
That
one.
was that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Please for him, but I'm not sure. It's good. Okay, well, I missed the whole conveation over here.
I
So
think something about her father. But remember, there's some people that don't have a father and they would love that, even though it's annoying. So there you go.
Yes. You guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. This was a lot of fun. It felt like a real candlelight chat.
It does, doesn't it?
Night.
It's so dark.
I know, it's kind of dark in here. A lot of fun.
It's cool.
Someday it would be so fun if we have an outside little fire pit.
Oh, we will.
That'd be nice. We could call it Angus's Fire and eat around the pit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right, guys.
Well, we love you.
Talk to you
and
later.
We will see you tomorrow.
Love you all.
And Vera?
Journey with us.
There we go.